Hey everybody, welcome to Strength Coach TV. I'm Anthony Renna. This is the show where we take you inside some of the country's best gyms, give you a tour, and then we sit down with the owners and we talk a little bit of shop. We're brought to you by Marigold Foods, marigoldbars.com. These are my favorite protein bars. I have one. I just had a chocolate square. They're amazing. Non-GMO, no gluten, low sugar, no preservatives, no junk. You got to keep them in the fridge because they'll go bad because there's no preservatives. They're my favorite bars. If you want to check them out, go to marigoldbars.com. Put the code in StrengthCoach10. You'll get $10 off your first order. Guys, you got to get these bars. They're really good. Today, we're going to our smallest gym ever. We're going to Flawless Fitness in Pasadena, California. Melody Schoenfeld. I knew Melody from some social media posts. She is super strong, weighs 104 pounds, and can definitely half my size and can outlift me for sure. She is super strong, and she has her own little gym, 750 square feet in Pasadena, right on a corner. Great, cute little location. And what I really wanted to, number one, it's another female-owned business. We're trying to find more female-owned businesses if we can, and wanted to find out some of the challenges of being such a unique space. You're going to see all the unique equipment. She actually has a side company where they make some equipment, so different types of maces and racks and platforms and bars. Really, really cool stuff. So I wanted to find out some of the challenges she's had being not only a woman-owned business, but a really unique business as well. Speaking of businesses, a reminder, you can get the Results Fitness book, 55 Fitness Business Strategies for Success. Just text the word Results Fitness to 444-999. They'll send you a free copy. That's Results Fitness to 444-999. All right, let's head out to Pasadena and Flawless Fitness. All right, hey guys, welcome to Pasadena. We're at Flawless Fitness with Melody Schoenfeld. Melody, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, man.
Really appreciate it. I've been laughing the whole time because I love
That's
the
my
logo. I love the branding here, and strong.
Thanks.
How long have you been here?
I've been in this space for 5 years.
5 years, okay. And that's the first time that you had a space, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were training for
Well, before that, like I rented space out of other people's gyms, and then before that, I worked out of some big box gyms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. What's the square footage here?
About 750.
750. Okay.
Little
great.
teeny tiny space.
Little teeny tiny. That's why we're in the little ant farm here. That's okay though, because it's really unique. Wait till you see all the little tools that she has. It's very cool. Anybody working for you?
No, that's why I kept my space small. I'm a little bit of a control freak.
Okay.
And I didn't want to have any employees. I didn't want to deal with anybody else, so I got a space that I could afford myself.
Yeah, yeah. And this is such a great, we're right on the corner, plenty of windows, pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of times, as gyms, we either have to be kind of a destination space or hidden. I was in a basement in White Plains for a long time.
Yeah.
And it can be depressing. This is pretty upbeat. I like
the first place I rented space from was in a basement, and I was like, I was not digging it. It just felt so dark, and you could never tell if it was daylight anymore. And
yeah. Who's coming in here? You're just doing one-on-one, right?
No, I do some small groups too.
Oh, you do? Okay, excellent. So you do small groups and one-on-one.
Yeah.
Do you have a monthly membership or anything like that?
It's just pay as you go.
Okay.
So people pay by the session, or people pay by the class.
Okay, cool. So is it predominantly groups, the semi-private?
I have 13 groups every week, and then I have a ton of privates and semi-privates.
Yeah, okay, cool, very cool. Yeah, you're not going to get much classes in here with this space. It's hard to get like 10, 15 people.
Yeah, I get usually around, my max, there'll be 10.
Okay, excellent. Cool, and just give us a little bit of background before we do the tour, because you're going to see some really cool stuff here. I know you from social
I'm
media.
Famous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always bending the iron all the time. Very cool.
Yeah.
And just give us a little background into what you were doing in terms of your own personal powerlifting and strongman stuff.
Well, I have done a lot of competition in powerlifting. I've done a little bit of dabbled in strongman, but strongman's not really built for 5 foot tall, 104 pound women. That I do, this is my wall of glory.
Yes.
So I did pretty well with powerlifting, but then it's not a huge priority for me, and it takes, you have to take the whole day off, and then, it costs money to do it, and, I kind of stopped a couple years ago just because I had, I needed to work.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of the nature of the business is you got to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but before we do the tour as well, I wanted you to talk about, you made a lot of the equipment in here. And you have another business as well?
I have a business called Evil Monkey. It's two of us. It's just me and a welder.
Okay.
That's it. And he's an amazing welder. He works in aerospace welding.
Okay.
So he's like, there's welders and then there's like what he does.
Yeah.
And so basically I throw ideas at him and he makes them better.
Very cool.
And so that's what we do.
Cool. Well, let's take a little tour because you can see some really cool equipment in here that you designed and some other things that you didn't. So let's go get a tour.
Let's do it.
Yep.
So I have two entrances. I have one here, and this is my front door. That's my back door over there.
Okay, is there parking back there?
Yeah, we have a little 3-space parking lot back there.
Oh, very cool.
And it belongs to the whole block, so it's kind of you get it when you can get it.
Okay.
And
well, at least there's a couple of extra spots. So
yeah, I'm gonna keep adjusting my sleeves. They're kind of bugging me. So, people come in, and so this is my blackboard. So it's either gonna have a date of an event on here because I have like about 3 times a year or 4 times a year I do little weightlifting competitions in here, just like for fun for my clients. And then when that's not happening, I draw pictures. And then this is kind of a seating area, so you can dump your stuff here. This is just a little seating area here that people hang out in. This is this is my disco ball.
There you go.
I have a client who every year on her birthday she wants to do a disco class, so we put up the disco ball and we have a disco class.
Very cool. And so these are what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. These are some of my these are my horseshoes. Yeah, sometimes you can turn them into hearts, right?
Very cool.
It's very romantic.
So some of the equipment that you're using in here, let's talk about this. What is this?
So technically what this is an aerial cube. That's my favorite thing. Look at that. It's on a little thing, so you can raise it up and lower it. But it's technically an aerial cube, so it's designed really to do like aerial arts stuff, do all kinds of funky stuff up there.
Yeah.
But mostly what I use it for, because I'm not an aerial arts instructor, I just mess around. But I'll occasionally actually a lot of time, I get people who want to do pull-ups, but they don't have the strength to grip onto the bar yet. Yeah. So I can just lower this to the point where they can leave their feet on the ground, and then they can just take some weight off their hands, but leave their feet down, and then just get used to the act of hanging. So it's also a good pull-up bar for short people. So yeah.
And it's providing a little bit of perturbation.
Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Cool.
That's my favorite thing in here.
So you guys made also. You said you have some maces over here.
Yeah. We make maces. This is full, so it's heavier than it looks. But this has BBs in it. And the maces for rotational strength work. This is a little heavy for me to swing, honestly. I can do it if I choke up. But that's in there. So it's a little heavy, but that's basically how the mace works, right? Yep. But we make these custom. We make them water fillable. We make globe dumbbells and barbells and all that stuff, and we make pretty much anything out of steel.
Yeah, so you made...
Get that out of the way.
You made this rack.
We made the whole thing, Yep, top to bottom,
So when you were designing this, what did you have in mind?
Well, I basically told him I wanted a monkey bar, and then later on I was like, I really want a piece that goes up, and I want stall bars and all this stuff, and he's like, all right, so he just threw it in there. And then this is a loading plate for strongman stuff. You can load sandbags, things like that. You can raise it up and down. So this right now is at 48 inches, which you can see why Strongman is not designed for somebody my size. I'm supposed to load an Atlas stone up here. It's not going to work out very well.
Boy.
But yeah, so this is a loading plate. We can raise it up or down. These are stall bars, and they're great for flexibility and things like that. So you can stretch on those. And then we have kind of the little Ninja Warrior thing going on here for anybody who wants to do that. And then these are pull-up bars for taller people. Or whatever you want to do on monkey bars. Monkey bars are so versatile, you can do whatever you want on there.
Absolutely. Show us, for example, is this just for...
This is not one of mine. Okay. This is actually from a friend of mine, Ryan. He has a company called Stronger Grip. And this is a Thor's hammer. This is a sledgehammer, right? You can fill it up also with with BBs or whatever, and you hit tires with it, you know, or people. So just depending. And these are my license plates that I tear up. So.
That's nice. There you go. I didn't even pick
that up. Yeah.
Cool.
Somebody.
Obviously, a lot of the sandbags.
Sandbags and Bulgarian bags. I don't know if you've ever seen the Bulgarian bag.
Nope.
It's another instrument of rotational strength. So that's basically how that works.
Nice.
They're lots of fun. There go my sleeves again.
Very cool here.
These are some dumbbells that we made. This one, yeah, we made these, and this one's actually full of water right now. It's really cool. Here, try picking that up. It's very fun.
Wow, this is pretty wild.
It's full of water, so when you press it, it like kind of goes all over the place.
I could even see like a farmer's walk.
Oh yeah, oh
really,
for sure.
It was
yeah.
Like really
I mean that's 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's a lot more because the handle's thick, and the water weighs around, so
very cool.
It's pretty fun. And this is my deadlift station, and this is a Moss wrestling board. I don't know if you know much about Moss wrestling.
No.
But yeah, Moss wrestling is basically a Siberian sport. In Siberia, you can't really go outside and play too much, so they invent stuff to do inside. And so what we do is we drag it out to the middle, right? And one person. I'm just gonna go over my dumbbell here, barbell here. One person gets on one side with their feet up on the board, another person gets on the other side, and you got the stick in the middle, one person with their hands on the outside, one person with their hands on the inside, and you play tug of war.
Oh wow.
And you just try to pull the stick out of their hands. So it's kind of like deadlifting a person. It's very fun.
So did they need this big apparatus to do that?
I mean, need, want, you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very cool. Let's sit down because I want to talk. Let's go sit down and talk some business because you have some unique stuff here, and I want to talk to you about who you're attracting and what you're doing with them.
Absolutely.
Before we start, I wanted to give you a gift from Marigold Bars, Marigold Foods. These are protein bars.
Wow.
They're non-GMO, no soy, gluten-free, low sugar. You got to refrigerate them because there's no preservatives.
I gotcha.
But they've allowed me to, by sponsoring, allowed me to start coming to more places, like
that's
taking
awesome.
some of these trips. So
yeah.
That's for you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Marigold Bars.
All right, cool, Mel. Thanks for the tour. I love all these unique things in here. But I just want to see, is there a challenge when you have some of these things? Somebody comes in and says, "Oh, I heard you're a great trainer. My friend's training with you," and they come in and they might get a little intimidated. Has that presented any kind of a problem?
I've had a lot of people be intimidated coming in here because they're like afraid of the weights.
Yeah.
And they're they see what I do and they're like, I don't want to do that. I explain to them my philosophy, and first of all, I'm not trying to train anybody to be me. Those were my goals, not their goals. So I train people within their goals, not mine. Second of all, nobody's going to be picking up a 400-pound barbell first time they walk in here. That's for the second time that they walk in. No, you know what I mean. I first of all don't believe in exercises that are going to hurt somebody. So if something doesn't feel good or something feels off, we don't do it. There's no exercise that anybody has to do. Yeah. Second of all, if an exercise isn't going to get you towards the goals that you have, we're also not going to do it. There's no reason to. So I don't force any exercises on anybody. And if there's an exercise somebody simply doesn't want to do, we can find something else. It's really not a big deal. And so when people realize that I'm not going to force them to be a power lifter, I'm not going to force them to be any of that stuff, then it's a lot easier. Now, a lot of people come in saying that, and then all of a sudden, a little switch goes off in their head, and then all of a sudden they're like, I want to deadlift my body weight. Yeah. And then it's a whole, I have one client, oh my God, she's so awesome. When she first came to me, she's like, I am here because I have to be, and I don't like lifting weights, and I don't like exercise, and I don't want to be here, but I'm here because I'm supposed to be. Now, oh my God, she's all asking about competition, and she's got like her goals on, and she's got her goals on the board, and she's like lifting all this serious weight, and she's like, oh, I'm so mad I took a vacation, I'm not as strong as I was before. Yeah. It's so awesome.
That's cool.
So that's my favorite kind of client.
Now, I didn't ask earlier the breakdown of your clientele. Is it mostly women? Is it mostly men? What do you got?
I would say it's about 65% women.
Okay.
It's a little more women than men, but I have a fair amount of men too.
Okay, cool. But again, how do you kind of build that buy-in in terms of somebody saying, well, I was hoping just to do regular fat loss, and I don't see how we could do that. We don't have a treadmill. We don't have a, like, how are we going to do this?
Well, I explain to them the science of how fat loss works, and we go from there. Because, you know, so fat loss does not require a treadmill. And honestly, if you are looking for a gym that has all that stuff, I'm not going to be the right match for you. And I don't want to train anybody who doesn't want to be here. You know. So.
But are you trying to, like, at least when they first come in, how's that process work for you?
Well, anyone who comes in here, we have a free assessment. And that is not only for me to see where they're at, but also for them to see if this is going to work out for them. So if it's not a match, that's fine. You know, like, I don't have a problem with that. So I don't ever try to put a hard sell on anybody. It's like, you know, if you don't feel like this is a good fit for you, that's fine. We're going to be good, you know, either way. But if you feel like this might be something you want to try, you know, give me a couple sessions and I'll change your life. You know?
What's been your biggest challenge opening your facility? Because, you know, not that you had it easy, but we all been in other people's gyms, and then, you know, then all of a sudden you open up, you're like, oh man. But
no, it's a huge financial risk. Huge financial risk. And there have been months where I wasn't sure I was going to make it. There have been months where I wasn't sure I was going to make rent. LA is unfortunately not a financially friendly city. And I have had trouble out here just in general, because you just, like, you'll have months where everybody's sick. You have months where everybody's on vacation. You have you know, you'll have months where all of a sudden half your clients moved or can't train anymore or whatever. And so it's a constant struggle, and that's why I have other streams of income, because I need to. You know?
Other streams of income outside of fitness. Not like you're selling protein.
No, I mean, I don't sell supplements, but like I'm putting together online stuff, like books. I write books. I have one on the market now. I have another one in the works. I do a lot of writing. I have the Evil Monkey business, which doesn't bring in a ton of money because we're such a small company, but, you know, it brings in some. And you know, that's erratic too, because it just depends on, these are not cheap products, so it just depends on, you know, it's a big ticket item.
So what do you feel like, though, has been the challenge over this 5 years for you to kind of keep the revenue coming in?
I'm not good at marketing, and I think that's a problem most trainers have. That's not what I do for a living. I'm not a marketer. I didn't go to school for it. I don't really know much about it. All I have is me. So most of my new clients either come from walk-bys or word of mouth. Word of mouth is probably my biggest. You know, my marketing is, I'm a really good trainer, and my clients like me and recommend me to their friends. So that's really where most of my clients come from. I believe that's for most trainers.
Everybody kind of says the same. So do you have any active referral program or anything like that?
You know, I give people a free session for every person that they bring in. A lot of people turn it down.
I've had that in the past too.
But, you know, it's there if they want it.
Any challenges? We'll finish up with this. I told you earlier, it's hard to find women, not just women-owned gyms, but women who started their own gym on their own, wasn't like a husband-wife team. I've really struggled to find, you know, obviously I'm not going all over the country all the time, but have you found any challenge with, you know, the woman thing, the female thing, the perception thing, anything like that?
I don't really think about it, honestly. I've always been like stupid independent, like ridiculously independent, and I've always been one of those people, like, I don't really have like a plan. Like, I'm just like, you know what, I want that, I'm gonna make that happen. That's pretty much what I do. So like, I do things very differently from most people, but I never really think about my gender or anything else as a factor. I'm just like, well, this is something I want, I'm gonna make that happen, and so I make it happen.
It's funny because that is exactly all the best women, the top women. I don't think of them as Janet Alexander, Diane Vivas, Emily Splickle, Dana Santos, Sherilyn Cooper-Smith, Sue Falsoni, all these women in our industry who are top. We never really said, oh, they're good for a woman. No, they're rock stars. So but it's funny how I can't. It's really much harder to find women who don't own like a yoga studio or Pilates.
Well, you know, those types of industries tend to attract more women for whatever reason.
It's changing though.
It's changing. It's changing for the better, I think. But you know, I mean, I don't have a problem with yoga or anything like that. But they are predominantly women run, but you know, more and more men are getting into that, and more women are getting into this. So, you know, it's all good. Whatever makes you happy is fine by me.
All right, Mel, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.